Hey guys, so today we're doing the full face using Tarte Shape Tape Challenge. Now I have a ridiculous amount of shape tapes that I'll show you guys in a bit. When I saw Gigi Gorgeous do this video, it just kind of clicked in my head and I was like, why have I not done this? And at first I was just going to do my whole face, but then I saw that she used it on her eyes, lips, and everything else, so I'm doing everything today. I'm actually really excited, and I'm going to list everything that I used today down below. Now I am going to be using just Shape Tape, but I am going to be setting with the Dermablend powder just to set it down because I am a creasy mofo and I need to set it down. And then I'm using this new Lime Crime brush from one of their sets, which I will link down below as well, which honestly, if you have a short attention span, do not buy this because sometimes I'm just sitting there staring at it. And other than that, I'm just be using some brushes and I'm not going to ramble any further. I'm so excited to do this and let's get into the video. Alright guys, so my face is freshly cleaned, shaved, exfoliated. I have like this lint all over my face and I'm not sure what it's from. But yeah, so I'm like fresh and clean and ready for this video. I hydrated and I also primed my face with this Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer, which it's cute. I'm not obsessed with it though. So moving along, I'm actually really excited for today and I think it's like the perfect video at the perfect time just because I have so much Shape Tape and it has become such a cult item that it only makes sense. Like honestly, you guys, please hold, let me pick up all my Shape Tapes, and I mean I've been through a couple too, so we're missing a couple, but let me pick these up really quick. So these are all the Shape Tapes that I have currently. Yeah, so now a lot of these I did buy. I think on my own I have bought about 10 of them. The rest are from PR, but I just love this concealer so much. So as far as shadow goes, I'm obviously not going to try and do anything crazy because it just won't be cute. I'm going to use the Tarte Deep and I'm going to put this on my eyes for a little bit of like a mustardy shadow look. I actually really like bronzing the face with this color. And I'm just using a Morphe G17 brush from the Gunmetal collection. I think they still make these, I'm not sure. Now as far as face goes, I'm trying to see what would match me right now. I haven't self-tanned in literally like, I think maybe a month and a half now. It's been a minute, just because I'm just taking a break. I'm gonna use light medium. I think, yeah, this will be okay. As like an all over foundation. And you honestly don't need a bunch of this. My face is a bit red right now from shaving and exfoliating. Another thing to note about this concealer is that this does dry fairly quickly, and I love it best with a wet sponge. My choice is the Real Techniques Face and Body because I have a big face and I like a big sponge for my big face, so that's that. And I just feel like it blends out so nicely. Like I literally have been using this ever since I got it probably like 2 months ago now. And my question is, why has Tarte not come out with the Shape Tape foundation? Like honestly, it has to be in the works. Like I feel it because Shape Tape was such a big hit that like it would only make sense that there would be a Shape Tape foundation that's more suited for all planes of the face and not just as like a spot concealer. And this actually looks really nice as a foundation. Trying to think what it would be kind of comparable to, but honestly none of my foundations really look like this, and I feel like it really just sits on the skin nicely. And the great thing about Shape Tape too is it layers so well on top of itself and other products. Like on an everyday basis or my heavier glam days, I'll use this for highlight and contour because it blends in nicely, it sits well on the skin, like as you can see. And it's not too heavy, but it gives me the coverage that I need in my life. Like I would totally buy this in like a larger bottle as a foundation. Yeah, I should have just done my eyes after if I was doing it that simple, TBH, but a little too late now. And what I also love about Shape Tape is that it doesn't oxidize, which is great because a lot of foundations lately have just been oxidizing. I feel like the lighter your foundations get, the more prone to oxidizing they are. And then for under eyes, I'm taking the shade Light Sand, and this one's just a little bit lighter and more in the, oh, this is really light. We're just gonna go with it. And I love Shape Tape because my under eyes, honestly, like I just have so much discoloration around my eyes lately. And Shape Tape really just masks it really nice. And once it's set, it honestly goes nowhere. Like, at all. And it doesn't fade, especially if I do a lighter shade. Because a lot of lighter concealers, when you really try and brighten your under eyes, throughout the day, they almost get more sheer. And this one does not go anywhere. And with Shape Tape, I usually blend out everything else and then I blend out my under eyes last because Shape Tape kind of has that setting ability that a MAC Pro Longwear concealer would have. So it starts to kind of sit into the skin, so it's almost like you're getting more coverage in that area. Same thing if you spot conceal with Shape Tape. If you have a blemish and you put it right on there, let it sit for a bit and then blend it out and the coverage will kind of just hold on a bit better. And then I'm going to take that same deep shade to bronze up the face a bit. Apply a little bit more on my eyes just to kind of touch it up. I just feel like the skin looks really well covered, but it still looks like skin in a way. Like I'm really hoping the camera picks up how nice Shape Tape sits all over the face. This deep shade I've been using for months, so it's kind of running low. And the next darkest one I have is Mahogany, which is super dark. I don't want to go too dark because my face is so light and the contrast will be a bit heavy. So if anything, I like to mix Mahogany with Tan just to kind of help it out a bit. So you see how it blends out and it's kind of like a nice warmth without being too much. I know at first it can look a little crazy, but it actually looks really nice and powders sit really nice on top of it as well. And this blends out fast too, which I love because I hate when things just take forever to blend. So now I'm addressing the eye situation. And I think the only thing I'm going to use today outside of Shape Tape is some translucent powder because everything creases on me if I don't set it. Obviously some things more than others, but this is definitely more on the not so creasy side. Then I'm taking one of these Lime Crime brushes. There's a set of brushes all like this. And honestly, you guys, like, if you have a hard time paying attention, I would definitely not recommend getting this because sometimes I'm doing my makeup and I'm just like sitting and staring at it because it's so entertaining. But I'm just taking my Dermablend powder. I'll link this brush set down below too for you guys. Look how smooth it looks once it's set. And then I'm just dusting it over my eyelids so that way my eyeshadow doesn't crease, and I literally just did the smallest amount of powder. This actually looks really nice. Like, this is like something I would totally do on an everyday basis, but again, I feel like it's kind of wasteful to use a full tube of Shape Tape to do my whole face every day, but hopefully Shape Tape foundation, I'm putting it out there in the universe for it to happen. Moving on. Alright guys, so brows today. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm looking for a good sharp angled brow pencil. I'm so used to using actual brow brush, sorry. I'm so used to using actual pencils that this is gonna be interesting. I just need a spoolie to kind of brush through my brows. I don't have the best brows in the world, and it's just naturally how thin they are. This is just them. And they've always been like this. They are actually even thinner in high school, but as of like the past year or so, they've started to grow in, which is fantastic. But even then, it's like I want more hairs. Put Miracle Grow on my brows, TBH. So I'm taking the shade Rich. And I'm just gonna, ooh, she's warm. Maybe not. She's very warm. Maybe I'll take Mahogany. Yeah, Mahogany looks a little bit better. And again, this concealer does set. So, I mean, that might help in the brow department. You could totally use this like if you had warmer hair and wanted some warmer brows. I'm sorry guys, I'm just so concentrated on trying not to mess this up. I mean, I thought it could be worse, so I don't know, but I'm gonna take that same mahogany on this little smudger brush from Royal Langnickel. I hate saying that. Royal and Langnickel. Okay, so I'm just taking that mahogany and I'm just gonna take another brush to kind of blend it out a bit. I mean, outside of the brows, everything's turning out pretty good so far. Now for lips, I'm kind of scared about this part. I'm gonna take Rich and I'm really gonna wipe off this applicator. Oh my god. I mean, it's not good, but it's not horrible. So off camera, I'm just gonna apply some mascara, no lashes today because I don't want to take away from these brows, and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so I'm just really obsessed with how this actually turned out. I was not expecting it to be this good. I know Shape Tape is amazing, but wow, like, this is insane. The only thing that I didn't personally like was the brows, but that's just more so a concealer mishap shade-wise. But like, the lip's waterproof, everything's set, it looks good, very like flaw-free. But yeah, I totally like it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and let me know if you want to see more videos like this down below. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed this because I enjoyed making it. And until next time, I will see you then.